this out through providing a brief demonstration of how this is achieved. In this example, I'm going to process the spreadsheet manually, but I'll also show you how to configure monitoring for incoming emails and for the files being created on FTP sites. But equally, the principles you're about to see can be used, again, for just about any file format, from XML through to ASCII. In addition, I'm going to receive this spreadsheet, or I'll show you how to receive the spreadsheet through email, and I'll provide you an insight in how easy it is to set iRoute up to monitor network folders and to monitor FTP sites. Firstly, let me explain the principle as applied to a spreadsheet placed into a network folder or FTP directory. In the workflow example you see here, we have a salesman in the field who's been taking orders. He's up the top there as the blue user. He takes orders from multiple customers and enters them onto his spreadsheet. At the end of the day, he goes home, logs onto the company VPN, and uploads his daily sales to his own unique folder on a network drive. iRoute is configured to continuously monitor this folder, and on completion of the upload, iRoute picks up the spreadsheet and extracts the data to the iSeries. iRoute will then validate the input data using the validation rules specified. Should the spreadsheet pass, the data is passed into the database, and the enterprise system is updated and get to work processing the orders. Should they fail, then iRoute can do one of two things. It can either fail the whole spreadsheet, not pass any information into the database, or it can only pass information that's passed only, rejecting the failed items. Either way, you can then send a success or failure message back to the user. If you have Route 1, iRoute will interface directly into it. If you don't, you'll have to write your own routine to do it. If it failed, you may like to include the original spreadsheet back to the user, highlighting the cells that have failed and providing predefined reasons why, asking the user to correct and resubmit. It's a quick and clean way of transferring data into the database without manual interaction. iRoute also makes it simple to pass and upload data in XML documents. Here's an example of how the product makes it easy. Let me first start from a spreadsheet. This is a spreadsheet containing a sales order for 9 items from a specific customer. As you can see, it contains the customer order reference, the item codes, and the quantities. The steps required here are identical to the ones taken for SQL Server. The only difference in the script is the source file format. If I go to PC iRoute on my local PC now, you see I've got a script that's going to upload my sales order. Again, like I said, the only difference is the Excel spreadsheet there. The rest of the steps are exactly the same, selecting the fields, defining the table we want to upload it to, and defining the iSeries database format. What I will show you here is one of the first automation methods, because if I want to, I can run the script immediately, or I can use our own inbuilt scheduler to define how often I want this script to run. So using this, I can set it to run daily, weekly, monthly, hourly, every 5 minutes if I want to. So if you have an application that regularly creates files or updates SQL Server tables, you can keep uploading to the S400 without any manual intervention. To start with, I'm just going to run it manually like I did before. Sorry, I said I wanted to schedule, but I didn't. And now I'm uploading the data manually to the iSeries. After it's done this, I'll walk you through how you configure a couple of the other different options to show you how you do it. So I've read the spreadsheet and uploaded it to the iSeries. If I go back to my menu within the iRoute client, I can see here how I configure file detection settings. This is where the product is going to monitor for a file being created in a network folder or a local folder anywhere on your network. I'll just show you what I did earlier. What I've set up here is I'm monitoring for a sales spreadsheet being created by an application. All I specify is the folder I want it to watch. So it's going to look at a folder called awaiting processing in a PC iRoute demo data directory and my C folder. Then I specify the file name I want it to look for, or wildcards. In this case, I specify wildcards. So anything that's got sales order anywhere in the file name with an XLS suffix, so asterisk before and asterisk afterwards means the wildcards before and after. And the only other thing I need to specify is which script I want it to run. So whenever a file gets created in that folder with sales order in the text, it will run that script automatically. Another one I'll show you is how you do the same thing but from an incoming email. After configuring my email client details, it's just a matter of specifying how I want to check for the emails I want to process. So in this case, I've said on the server that iRoute is loaded onto, any email that's incoming and the subject contains sales order, like I did for the file name, and the two, i.e. the customer has sent the email to sales@uti400.com, then that will process this request automatically. So it will detach the attachment and process it. Again, the same thing. So it's automated for you. So as an email arrives, it will automatically be detached and processed and loaded up to the iSeries. If I go back to the iSeries, I'm sure because we've done a little bit more work this time, if I just F5 to refresh that screen, you'll see the new data has arrived. 9 rows are uploaded. So I can still look at the data